How's it going, guys? It's Poacher7 and welcome back to an episode of the Sweden is Not Overpowered campaign. So, it has been about a week and a half since I posted my last video, and that is extremely out of the ordinary for me. So, I just want to explain my reasoning why. The past couple weeks, I have been busy. For about 5 days straight, I was doing a bunch of physical work, helping someone paint their house to earn a little bit of money, doing plumbing work on a house for a little bit of money and stuff, and helping out family, friends, that sort of thing. For about 5 days straight, and I would have been recording during that time, except that, for one, I was really tired, and beyond that, I was actually, for part of that time, not even anywhere around my computer. I couldn't record. And then since then, I actually have moved into my college dorm for this semester, or this year, rather, my senior year of college. So, I have been settling in and haven't had a chance to really record, been doing stuff, and meeting my new roommate and stuff like that. So I do have a reason, but I just want to say I apologize in advance. Let's go ahead and figure out what's going on here. We can hop right back into playing. But I do want to apologize for that, because that is a long time between videos, and I normally try to go a lot less than that between videos. I normally try to have a video every day. So I remember that we had just recently lost a war to the Ottomans, correct? Or it wasn't just the Ottomans, it was a coalition war. And we are recovering from that, if I remember correctly. I actually think... So I don't want to... I don't think we had rebels down here. Yeah, okay. Are these from two separate armies? Wow, we have that low manpower. Didn't realize that. That makes sense. I do remember that. We lost that war. And now I'm just trying to remember what else was going on. We lost some territory up here. Yeah, we lost territory, but what are you going to do about that, right? We were in a bad war. Not much we could have done better, I don't think. I think giving up our vassals' land was about as good as it was going to get. I do remember that, even though it's been a couple weeks. That was a stinging defeat, I would say. Oh yeah, this area is actually cut off completely from our other area. Now that is a little bit of a problem. Okay, interesting. Our truce with Gazikamuk has just ended, though. In your eye with Crimea. Again, though, oh yeah, Ottomans will protect them anyway, so we can't do that. I think we kind of just need to sit and earn some money for a while. Our truce with Great Britain ends in 9 years. That's right, France didn't defend us, did they? Oh, no, they did. Why did we have a truce with them, then? I guess they didn't defend us and then we got it back, didn't we? It was something like that. We should improve relations with you. We have a free diplomat, so we have 2. So, yeah, might as well. Let me readjust myself. So, yeah. Anyways, though, so as we get going here, we're going to be sitting here a little bit just recovering. So, let me talk about what's been going on. So, I moved into my college dorm for this year. And so, yeah, that's been taking up a lot of my time. My new roommate seems pretty nice. He is not here right now, but yeah, I don't know. It's been nice getting back on campus and stuff. It is my senior year, so I'm going to be graduating, and that's actually been a sort of a focus of mine, is figuring out what am I going to do next. You know, I've been considering possibly doing grad school or possibly going in the workforce, one of the two. So, I'm not sure yet which one I'm going to do, actually. I hope to have like sort of a final decision in the next month or two, and that way I can really start working on applying to stuff, you know, whether that be grad school or whether that be a job. And that's sort of where I'm at right now in my life. Just in case, I don't know, obviously, I don't know if any of you guys actually care about that or if you're here just to see the game, but hey, it's something to fill the time and talk, because we're kind of not doing too much. Okay, those trade ships definitely helped. So yeah, that's been a big thing for me. I've actually been thinking more and more that I want to do grad school. That's the way I'm leaning right now. I'm not completely sure about that, but that's the way I'm leaning. And with that, I'm pretty sure that if I go to do grad school, it'll be for something in the linguistics field, because I love linguistics, and I really want that to be, if I was going to do any type of further schooling, I think that would have to be it, because that's what I've really noticed that I'm most passionate about, is language stuff. Maybe not linguistics itself, but language and and Spanish and Catalan. That's been a huge passion of mine for the past year or two, and it's probably the academic subject or area that I've had ever. I gotta say this right. It's the academic area that I've had the most passion for ever, probably. So yeah, for me to be able to find a passion like that in an academic area is good, because I haven't necessarily always had educational, academic, that's where, academic passions. I've always been okay with school, even in high school, especially when I got to, I think, like, middle school. I hated school a lot more than I do now. Now I really enjoy school. So, like, I think it was maybe sophomore or junior of high school, I started to get more into the idea of sitting in classes and listening from people who know more about a subject than you. I started to, not everyone likes that, but I was like, I actually started to realize I really enjoy being taught to, if it's something I find interesting. So, like, my history classes, I love history, so my history classes, my U.S. history course and stuff, that was an awesome class. The professor, it was actually funny, well, it's not professor, they're called teachers, but the teacher is actually this German dude, but he's teaching U.S. history, which I found interesting. Looking back, at least, I find interesting. It's kind of funny. It's like, and he has a doctorate, so it's kind of funny. It's like, why? It's a little strange, almost. Like, why isn't he teaching at a university or something? But I think he actually, I think it's just because he likes teaching at a high school level. And I think for me, if I were ever to become a professor, which is something I've considered maybe trying to do long term, if I were to do that, I think it would have to be like college or high school. I don't think I could handle teaching at a lower level than that, because I don't know. I'm not good with kids. I think that the thing is that, like, kids, normally I get along fine with kids. Kids like me well enough, I guess, but I don't really like kids, and that is a problem, if you're going to be teaching at, like, a middle school level or something like that. So that's excuse me. That's been something I've sort of been, but that's been something I've been considering, is like, well, what if I stay in academia going forward? Still, we'll have to see how that would go. I'm not sure. I've never been a teacher, so I'm not sure if I'd be as good of a teacher as I am a listener in a class. But I know I just undid what I had done before. But, oh, you know what? This is why we have to do that. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I like the classroom feel, which I do, I like being in classrooms, I don't think I would have any issues converting that into a passion for teaching. That doesn't necessarily mean I'd be good at it, but I don't know. It's just been something I've been considering lately. But yeah, we also have mercs here. Good. There we go. Cool. So that's what I've been doing lately. That's what I've been sort of considering lately. And I do apologize, but there probably will be a little bit of a lack of videos at some points during this semester, because I will be working on stuff like that. Busy working on applications for things. I'm going to try to keep up with it this semester. I've done decent enough with that in the past semesters that I've been in college. But, I'm starting to get close to the point where I'm going to have to be a real adult. So it's gonna take up a little more of my time. So I apologize about that in advance. There will probably be some weeks where I don't have a video for a few days out of the week, but I'm gonna try to keep it to at least a video every other day. That's been my minimum. I was really, like, beating myself up over the fact that I didn't have a video in like a week and a half. I think that might be the longest break I've been on since I was gone in Spain. And even then, most of the time I was gone in Spain, I had a video pretty much every other day. So I was like, man, I don't really have an excuse, do I? But, stuff comes up. And I've just been actually a little tired and a little under the weather as well. So I don't feel too bad taking a little bit of time off from the channel. Still though, I have no plans to ever, as far as I can see in the future, the foreseeable future, I cannot see any reason why I would need to completely stop my YouTube channel. I don't have any intention to do that, because I love doing YouTube. It's actually, like, it's a great creative release. It helps me get my speaking ability better, which I think is something important in any branch of life, professional or academic. And I actually really value the experience that I've gotten from doing YouTube, just speaking, literally just speaking out loud to myself, to no one in particular, because I feel that that does really help learning how to flow sentence to sentence, stopping saying and stuff like that. Although I do say that, and I recognize that, but it at least gives you practice in realizing what you're doing, sort of paying attention to your own speech patterns. Wow, our manpower already has shot up a bunch just in these few months that we've been playing. Well, you know, a few minutes and out of game, but I will actually send them manpower because that's a lot of opinions. 75, yeah, that's good. I actually really appreciate that. Yeah. I really wish we could get like a PU over them. It's already 1693 in the game, mind you. We've actually done a lot of this game. Oh, that reminds me, another thing I meant to talk about at the beginning of this video, but it's fine. If you watch this long, you'll probably be willing to watch a little more. Is the new expansion. The release date has been announced. I think it's like the 6th or the 8th of September, so that's like about 2 weeks away. 2.5 weeks away. Which is totally fine and totally awesome. I'm actually really looking forward to that, to playing in the playing with the Dharma expansion. I think that's going to give me. I've actually been looking for a long time for an excuse to play in India and do a campaign. There's a few campaigns I've wanted to do in India. One of them is the Buddhist Strike Back as Ceylon, you know, in the south, conquer all of India and convert it to Buddhism, I think is the criteria, but I've always wanted to do that one. I've always wanted to do a few other ones in India that are a little more difficult, but could lead to some cool stuff. Beyond that, it's just like a really high development area with big culture groups. And you can get really powerful there, and I think that's pretty cool. So I've been looking forward to that for a while, and just never gotten around to it on the YouTube channel. I've always been like, oh, I really want to do that. Never done it. And this gives me a perfect reason, a perfect excuse to go ahead and do that for the channel. So that is what we'll be doing. Come the week before that, hopefully, if I'm able to get a code from Paradox. They've been very kind to do that for me in the past, and they don't have no obligation to. But if they do, I will appreciate that very greatly, and definitely hop right on that opportunity, because that is an awesome opportunity to be able to cover that stuff. So let's see here, the Commonwealth reason. We can do some quick maths here. Taxation 51. Be an extra 25 ducats a month for a year. So about 12 to 25, whatever that is. 12 to 300? Yeah, do that. Cool. Okay, so as for this campaign, what are we doing? Well, I think we're just going to try to consolidate the Isles, try to consolidate the North Sea, like the Low Countries, try to consolidate Germany and Poland and stuff. Those are the real big goals. There are some wars going on in the HRE right now, it seems. Austria is pretty terrifying, actually. More than they are lots of the times by this point in the game. We're paying off some of our debt, which is good. I definitely think we need to just, you know, spend a little time rebuilding. So I do not mind at all just sitting here and doing this. Okay, we don't have any provincial unrest, really. So I'm going to take that off and actually do... I think, honestly, manpower, recovery speed, or idea costs. Let's do idea costs, because we do have ideas. Oh, that's what I should be spending our points on. What am I doing not doing that? Especially because tech is a ways off. Yeah, that's probably good for now. Diplomatic reputation, very good. At some point, we do want to go to war with, like, Spain and just conquer a bunch of colonial stuff. That is something I am hoping to do. Ooh, I hate that. I hate that. I'm going to do that. They gained a little bit of loyalty. They should be loyal now, but we also have them above their influence point. So, excuse me. I want to keep them with Delaskigan. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. And it's useful to give them land, but it's not necessary. Okay, what other provinces have we given them? Not many, actually. There we go. Independence for Kazan. Where? There. Didn't even realize that was owned by us. Honestly, we might just have to let that fire. I'm not going to bother with it. The eastern steppe, like the southeastern area here of, you know, southern Russia, modern-day southern Russia, the steppe here is all pretty much screwed up. We're going to have to go to war with Gazakmuk, with Kazan, with Timurids, and a bunch of people to sort of reclaim our land there, our dominance for the steppe. And that's going to take a little bit of time and work. We will do that eventually, but probably not for a few years in the game. I'm much more focused on like the Commonwealth. It's a little closer to home, a little more relevant to us. So we did just get a truce expired with Spain, or what? I would love to declare war on them. We have imperialism, so of course we can. Problem is that they have Austria and Hungary and Portugal that would join, and that is not a tenable war. So I do not think that is the good idea for us. I'm gonna real quick take a quick sip of water. So yeah, I don't know. I've been settling into my new room. I'm not in the same place I've been in the past 2 years, and as a result, actually, I didn't realize this, but there's no kitchen in this suite, which is fine. I just wish I would have realized that, and I could have known that if I had looked more carefully at my housing arrangements. But because I'm on campus, but the problem with that is that I like to cook. I don't have a full meal plan. I like to cook for myself and stuff. There's a communal kitchen, but we're gonna see how that goes. I'm not sure how good the stuff there is. I like to basically, I like to cook myself eggs on the breakfast, cook myself an omelet or something. And it's a little hard to do that if you have a shared kitchen space, and other people might be coming in and out of there too. They might need to use the space. We're gonna see how that goes, but yeah, it should be fine. I'm not worried. I figured stuff out that's harder to figure out than that, so I will figure out a way to make it work, and we will make it work. But yeah, my schedule I'll talk about my schedule. I don't mind talking about stuff like that. My schedule thus far is 365. Okay, this is the one that has the weak claim, though. That's actually okay. We might strengthen government depending on whether or not we have a internal conflicts thing or anything like, or what is it? Yeah, like a coup or something, whatever it is. Civil war, pretender. We didn't actually have a pretender, though. That's interesting. I thought they always spawned if you had low legitimacy, but apparently not. Oh man, that's a great province. But yeah, so my what was I gonna say? So my there's my timer. My schedule, though, I'll talk about that real quick. Basically, for my schedule, I have basically my schedule is pretty much winding down currently. With being a senior, I have done most of I started off as a communications major, and I pretty much have finished most of my communications stuff. I literally just have 2 classes left, and I have 2 semesters, so that's 1 semester, right? I have, this is going to be ours, because it's Polish, yes. I have, in terms of Spanish, since I study abroad in the fall, then I pretty much finished up all the courses I had for that. I have 1 more that I'm taking this semester. So that leaves me with a lot of extra space for other classes. The problem is, so I could have just, obviously, at that point, lots of people I think would just be like, okay, let me work more, start working more, take on more internships, which I do plan on doing. However, the thing is, for my scholarship I'm required to take 15 credit hours a semester, which, so I know it's different in Europe, so that doesn't translate 1-to-1, but normally, like a full class without a lab, just like a full English class or a psychology class or something, or an engineering class, most of them are going to be 3 credit hours. If they have a lab component, they'll be 4. So that's to give you a sort of comparison. So 15 credit hours is 5 full classes, and so there are some classes that are like 2 or 1, but normally those are sort of like only once a week. The 3 credit hour ones are basically just all going to be like 2 or 3 days a week, you know. And so I have to take at least 5 classes. I have, we just died again. Wow, that's interesting. Hold on. We have the Dave. I was going to say, I bet you anything, we have a Dave Valois now. We do. We have a Dave Valois, which is amazing, but I would like to be the one that gets the PU and not the PUE? PUE? I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Cool. I mean, that's good, but we need to get to war soon so we can avoid having something bad happen to us. And also internal conflicts. Yes, is... Oh, that's stability. That's not... Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Clergy. Can we make them happy? I think we can. Oh, yeah, we can. So yeah, my... Where do we go? Here. That good Polish tax money. One more, anywhere really. There you go, that's a good one. So, I do have, for my classes, I have that one comm class I need to take, one out of the 2. I have my one language class, my Spanish class I have to take. I've been taking Italian every semester that I've been at school for the past 2 years, or like a year and a half, so I will be taking Italian again. That's guaranteed, basically, for me. I'm like, I have to take that, basically. I've already gone this far. I can't stop now. And again, I have the space now. So that's 3. I still have spots for 2 more. So, and in fact, actually, one of the comm classes I take is only 2 credit hours, and another one, and the Spanish one is only like 1 or 2, because they aren't full-length classes. They're basically like senior capstones, right, that you only have to go to once or twice a week. So with that, I was actually, I basically looked at my schedule. I was like, okay, I need 3 more classes. And I was like, I have no clue what I want to take. So, but I thought about it, and I thought about what other stuff I've tried to do in the past and wanted to do, but interested in, right? I have a little more time to take stuff that I'm interested in that might not necessarily be related to my major completely. So, I had decided that I'm going to try to take Japanese, and I'm already on a class for that, because I actually tried to teach myself a little bit of Japanese last summer while I was working and had a little bit of extra time, like during my lunch break. I was like, I want to do something useful with that. So I decided to try to learn Japanese. I didn't really learn too much. I learned some of the symbols, right? And that was useful. I think that's going to be useful going into a class. But I decided now, I was like, well, I might as well take a class of Japanese just to try something unique, right? I've taken Italian and Spanish, and I've taught myself Catalan a good bit. I want to take a non-Romance language and a non-Germanic language, right? Like something a little different than like a non-European language, right? I was like, might as well try something new. And so I'm really looking forward to that. That's one. I also am taking a Introduction to Linguistics course because I was like, if I'm going to be going to grad school, I should take that. I've already taken one in Spain, but this is like an Introduction to English Linguistics or General Linguistics, approaching other languages. But not just focus on like Spanish like the other one was. And so that left me one class, and I just today signed up for that one because I am slack and wasn't looking around for it as much as I should. But the class I signed up for, the other one, is actually, I'm really excited for, is a creative writing class. I've been working on creative writing and world building stuff for a long time. However, this is a creative writing, it's an introduction to creative writing, specifically poetry. And I was like, I don't know, I mean, look at the name of my channel, right? I write a lot of poetry. I used to, at least. I am no stranger to poetry, but I was like, I've never taken a class on it. And so that really interests me. I'm curious to see how well I like that, or if I'll hate that, or if like what is that going to mean? Like an introduction to creative writing poetry class. That's kind of vague, right? It could be like, is it going to be like studying? I'm assuming it's going to be hands-on writing. But beyond that, I'm like, I don't have any idea whether or not it's going to be like structured, like you have to do sonnets and specific types of poetry, or whether it's going to be sort of open, or whether it's going to be like workshops. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm assuming it's going to have some sort of structure, but really have no idea what to expect. But hey, figured might as well try new things. That's what I have a little bit of time to do. I was considering graduating in in the fall, only doing one more semester, but that just would have been way too much. It would have been cramming a bunch of stuff. I'm basically going to have like 2 or 3 classes that I need to take, as well as like Italian that I want to take. And so I kind of was like, I can cram it all into one and have a packed semester full of like probably tougher classes. Or I can split into 2 and not graduate early and just take my time, have a little more time to get my resume together, to get my, my portfolio together, to get things ready, and also get a little more time in college and take some classes that interest me. And so I do think I made the right call there. I'm looking forward to being in school for a whole nother year, especially because I don't even know if I would have been able to find any like grad school thing, or work by the fall. I might have just been like sitting around my house all spring, and that is not something I'd rather be doing something useful and productive and taking classes. And I have good scholarships that run for a full 4 years. No need to rush those. So that was my decision, and I think I am happy with it so far. But we'll see once we get a little further into the semester. Maybe eventually I'll be like, oh, why did I do this? But no, I like being in school, and that's the other thing. Sure, school is expensive in North America, in the U.S. School is expensive. Don't get me wrong, but I really like being in school, and if I had to pay for something that is going to be a lot of money, I would. School is something I would be fine with doing that for. So I think in that sense, it's worth it. For me, the value proposition for me, I don't consider the degree just to be a business thing, right? I don't consider it just to be, oh, hey, here's the amount of money I should make on my return on investment. I consider it to be almost like paying for me to do something I enjoy, right? Like it's something I really enjoy, and thus I don't find it like a waste of money, even if it is going to cost me money long term, But again, I'm not too worried about that. Anyways, though, that's what's been going on for me right now. I'm going to end this episode here. It's a little longer than my normal ones, but that's okay. That's good because I'm making it up to you guys. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. I'm not sure what the acoustics are going to sound like when I edit this video back, but hopefully that's fine. Hopefully the audio sounds fine and everything. Oh, hey, look, Algiers exists. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, thank you for watching, though. Please leave a like and subscribe for more, especially since I took a little break, and it's gonna hurt the viewer retention, but it's not your guys' fault. It's obviously my fault. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.